Wraeclast Weekly, a show about past week's comings and goings in Path of Exile. Hello fellow exiles, today we'll cover more Heist news and look at an illegal broadcast we intercepted from Winding Pier Fame News Network. As is the custom now, we start off the week with a huge bug fix and quality of life patch for Heist that was mentioned on the last week's roadmap. Notably, the last questline that leads to a unique boss encounter was enabled, so barring any bugs, we'll be able to complete all the challenges. Another significant change is that fossils can now be used on contracts, blueprints and ally equipment. What this means is that using fractured fossils on blueprints allow you to keep running your best grand heists with the most desirable rewards, saving on reveal costs. Another quality of life change in this patch is that passive tree window will now be in the same position when reopened as when it was last closed. This is great news to all of us out there that have a really short memory. Many alternate quality gems saw improvements and fixes. On a side note, you can use prime and secondary regrading lenses on standard quality gems to convert them into alternate quality gems. This has great results on gems that have one alternate quality like Enlighten. Just a disclaimer though, that more desirable alternate quality items might also be the rarest. This week we also saw some heist lore and interesting facts being shared with the wider community. This is spoiler territory, so close your eyes and start humming loudly if you don't wish to overhear anything you want to discover for yourself. I expect our very own Wraeclastologists will be poring over this to find any and all clues for the bigger picture. One of the more interesting facts shared was that Hana, Kurai's cat, was to be named Beans, except that it wasn't meant to bean. As people grew too attached to Beans and started leaving offerings around the office for its untimely departure. So the name got changed to Hana so that Beans could rest in peace. On a brighter note, we've come to a point in the league when community racing is picking back up. This past Friday we saw Supline organize a short race to kill Act 5 Kitaba, and next week Saturday and Sunday we have Riddleney and Rex teaming up for a slightly longer event. Alternate Star Duos race to kill Awakening Level 5 Awakener. This event will take place over the weekend, where first day will be for preparing the alternate start and second day to actually kill Awakener. The prize pool is considerable, and if you would like to participate, join the community racing Discord server and complete the qualifier. As this is a duo race, you will need to find a partner, so start looking now. In other news, we've intercepted an illegal broadcast by Winding Pier Fame News Network from Rogue Harbor. I expect it's an invitation and an explanation to how business dealings occur in this underground community. Let's take a look.
Greetings ladies and gents, I'm Sefearion from Winding Pier Fame. Welcome to our first and probably last ever news segment, brought to you by our sponsors, the ne'er-do-wells of the Rogue Harbor. This segment is generously funded by the boss and his second in command, Lady Kurai. I am joined by our humble news correspondent Nico, Master of the Depths.
Greetings, exiles.
And former Emperor of the Eternal Empire, communicating to us from the Lord's Labyrinth, is our Ophrutius himself.
A pleasure. The goddess blesses this broadcast.
Today's segment will be an idiot's guide to the Heist League, where we'll be giving you a quick breakdown of the league's mechanic to help you get started. And so our journey begins. As you traverse through Path of Exile's story campaign and atlas maps, you'll come across a new form of currency called Rogue's Markers. By presenting these to Kurai in Lionel's Watch, she'll grant you the ability to use these markers to transport yourself to a new hub location called the Rogue's Harbor.
Just as a note, exiles, these contracts and markers, they can also be found in the subterranean mines. But just remember, stay in the light.
This also holds true within the Lord's Labyrinth. Try not to ascend too quickly.
Once in the harbour, be sure to introduce yourself to its many denizens, as you'll be hiring these colourful characters to assist you when completing your contracts and heists. The objective of any contract or heist is to break into a facility or safe house, obtain the item in the deepest part of the zone called Curios, and escape successfully to the entrance in one piece. To get started in Heist, speak to Adia, the Wayfinder, and present to her a contract that you wish to complete. She'll then guide you to the location to complete the contract. Now you're welcome to roll said contract the same way you would roll any atlas map, so you can increase the challenge and the reward. Now I know this can be a lot to take in at first, so let's break this down step by step, and we'll go from start to finish so you can so you can.
Hey, boss.
We're in the middle of a live broadcast. What is it, Hillock?
I'm sorry to bother you, boss, but the Templars are here.
What do you mean the Templars are here?
Oh, right, yeah. I've got their warrant to have you brought in for questioning. It says, we have reamed that your Budapest is in Voltron of Oreo laws and refrigerators.
Wait, what? Give me that here. We have deemed that your broadcast is in violation of Oriath laws and regulations. Say what? In accordance with blah 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 yada yada. You are charged with illegally broadcasting information of questionable repute without the appropriate license. You are to cease any and all broadcasts, forfeit all equipment, and be subject for immediate question. What the hell is this? We're officially licensed, right? This is why I hired you, for your legal expertise and to file the paperwork. That sounds about right. What was that again? Reamed that your Budapest is in Voltron of Oriath laws and refrigerators?
I'm sorry, boss. I tried my best, but reading was never my strong suit.
Hey, look.
By order of the High Templar, you are to open this door and submit yourself for questioning.
Let's play to your strengths, alright? Those guys at the door, bad. They're bad. And you're gonna
bash them into red milk for this.
damn straight. Go get him, Tiger.
Stand down.
Alright, Heist League TLDR. From Acts 1 through 10, collect markers, contracts and blueprints, travel to the Rogue Harbour to run the heist content. Speak to Adia the Wayfinder to run your contracts. Before starting the contract, you'll be required to bring a crewmate to help you break into a facility to get your loot. Once inside, grab as much food as you can, being mindful of the alert level. Your aim should be to grab the curio in the deepest part of the facility before the place goes on lockdown. Once you've grabbed the goods, you must escape to the entrance alive. Failure to do so will mean that you forfeit the loot, as it's like contraband until you successfully leave the facility. Sell the curio for more markers, rinse and repeat. As for heist. Oh, fuck me.
Enough of this. You ought to come with us at once.
You never think, like, come here.
Get him. Stop struggling.
Help.
Grab his legs.
Look, I've got all legs. My legs are small. My legs are small.
So, mate, looks like Seth's got himself into a bit of a pickle. Oh no. Did he say the Templars? I won't go back. They can't get me. I'm going to retreat to the mines. Who needs you? You're lost.
This is unacceptable. The goddess finds you unworthy.
You as well? Oh, piss off. I can do it myself.
We shall take our leave.
So anyways, I'm going to tell you about Grand Heists.
Help! I'm being oppressed. No help here, please.
You step away from the Waycaster.
The fuck do you want, Bellend?
Who or what are you?
Mate, I fucking run this whole operation, you Bellend.
Then you leave us with no choice but to apprehend you as well.
Apprehend? How about you apprehend these nuts?
Yeah.
Have a fucking feast
Upon your flesh. Is this? Get away. You will all die. Stay back. Stay back. Your souls are mine.
Well, that hit the fucking spot, mate. Well, it looks like Hillock's fucked off back to the Syndicate, and Seth, yeah, he's out cold. This broadcast is adjourned, so fuck off, mate.
That was most insightful. That's all for this week's events. This was Mar, and this was Wraeclast Weekly.